Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Kristen Marie. We're back with another astrology report, and we are leading up to one of the biggest manifestations of the month, August, my birthday month, and we're leading up to the Lion's Gate. Hi, everybody. Hope you can hear me okay, see me okay. We are going to talk about your weekly astrology, and most importantly, how your sign is going to respond to the full moon. We have a full moon happening tomorrow, everybody, and it's in the sign of Aquarius, who is an Aquarius sun, moon, and rising. We're going to talk about that today. So, hi, everybody. The chat is open. I am streaming live from YouTube/Moon Girl Tarot. Please jump on the chat if you want able to. And of course, Facebook and my friends, the Spirit Realm Network.net. Hi, everybody. I see you guys in the chat room. Good morning. Hello. Hey, Jody. What's going on? Let's go ahead and get that astrology up here for you guys. Let's go ahead and take a look. So let's start with today, right? Today's Monday, July 31st. Today is the last day of the month, and we are in the sign of Leo, okay? And it's at the 8th degree right now. So that is the sign of Scorpio. That is the sign of things coming up to the surface. This is the sign of able to shine. And of course, there's going to be some popularity here today. Your phone will be buzzing, your messages will be coming up, and everybody might be grabbing at your energy. And you might be wondering why. Well, two reasons, my friend. We are in a Mercury shadow period, and the people that want to communicate with you want to get it out. And as well as the full moon, we are in a positive time where we can finally let go, which is pretty good, right? So, what is a full moon, and what does a full moon involve? Well, a full moon is when the moon is obviously fully illuminated, and it's going to be a super moon. It's very close to the earth, and we feel all this gravitational pull, emotions, energy, drive, my friends. There's so much that is going to be happening with this moon, and where you direct this energy is going to depend, of course, on your natal chart and where you feel so much of this. So let's take a look at what we have going on right now currently. Now we have the moon in Capricorn as we sit and we build up light right now. So if you look outside where you saw the moon last night, it definitely looked so beautiful as much. But right now it is in the earth sign of Capricorn, and it's traveling through the 6th house of Virgo. So what does this mean for you, my friends? This means that you're getting organized. You're taking special attention to your well-being and how you feel, and most importantly, your services to others. Okay, everybody provides some kind of service to others, to your friends, to your family, to your coworkers. You are in some kind of path where you provide a service. Okay, now there might not be other people in your team or other people around you working as quickly or working as efficiency with that services, and there's going to be leads of frustration and sadness that comes up with it, right? You know, I've never felt sorry for anybody who didn't do anything, but that's just, again, a Virgo energy. But you're going to see that, my friends. You're going to see some full moon whiny babies, as I call it, basically complaining about the energy, but they didn't do anything about it. That being said, my friends, that coldness that you feel, that harshness that you're feeling from me right now, keep remaining open to new ideas. Even though it feels like, hey, you're stuck out of luck, you're not. Okay. Today is going to be emotional. There's going to be emotional outbursts. When it comes to Capricorn at the 21st degree of Aquarius, there are bigger truths. Okay, my friends, there are moments that are likely that you will have to accept the truth of your own emotions. So let's talk about third party energy, because third party energy with Aquarius is huge when it comes to exploring our emotions, when it comes to unpredicted possibilities, and where we need to heal from these opportunities. Okay. Now, Aquarius is a humanitarian sign. It is the sign of the others, and it's a sign that needs to remember of being humble in all those opportunities. Not everybody has that, my friends, and particularly so, we're going to see an emotional response today. So we'll find out what is going to happen. So if you are a fixed sign, or if you are a cardinal sign, if you are a Capricorn, if you are an Aries, If you are a Libra, there are some things that are a little bit frustrating that are coming from other people at this time, but it gets better. It gets better, my friends. So let's take a look at the chat. Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. Good morning, depending on where you are in the world. Hey, everybody on Facebook and on where is it? Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We got the whole thing. So right now we have this happening in the astrology for us all. We have a conjunction to Pluto, so transformation is the biggest thing. So all these feelings are coming to surface. We're gaining clarity. We're being inspired, my friends. So with this full moon energy is coming this irritability, inspiration, and the truth. That's a lot. That is a lot to accept, and that is a lot to kind of have, and that can trigger some feelings. We do have a square to Chiron, our wounded healer planet. So if you feel like you need to take an extra moment or an extra time to avoid getting your feelings hurt or avoiding hurting somebody else's feelings, do it today. Okay. Bite your tongue. We are in the Mercury shadow period. So the things that you might be saying, you probably don't meaning it's the heat of the moment, or it's possibility that you're getting insight to something and you're just firing off. So either way, it is going to be a mixture of a day, but it's going to be satisfaction in a way where you know the direction you are going to lead up on. Okay, so now that we kind of know the overall theme somewhat today, let's take a look as things transition hour by hour as we go. And the biggest thing to talk about is the Venus in Leo retrograde. This has been going on and it's going to be going on all through this month and ending September 1st. So while we're having these things coming up to the surface, the inspiration with the Leo Venus retrograde is coming up and it's being unpredictable. So you're finding creative moments in areas where you didn't think you'd be finding anything. So if something is out there and you're being a stick in the mud, just go. Just go. Either way, it's going to be positive things that are happening today. Now, another thing that I've noticed personally, and I have a Venus in Leo, is this is a very expensive retrograde. Oh my gosh. So watch out for your stuff, watch out for your things. Make sure you're checking your receipts and your tickets because you might be getting double charged or you might be getting missed out on something. But there's a lot of money being spent during this season. So avoid spending things on frivolous items that you don't need because you might lose it or you might find it back. But there is going to be good money during this time, during this transit. So the money that comes in is going to be used, and the money that is used is used, and it's going to be okay. So don't get too hurt. Even myself hoping, right? Checking on my microphone. And shout out to the love of my life. Love you so much. Thank you so much for your sweet, positive note. Thank you. Okay, moving on. Now, let's talk about the sensitive note of astrology. Now, we have all of this building up. This is a very big trigger moment for tomorrow, right? The full moon, that things are kicking up. Now, if you ever watch your favorite TV show, right? You're watching your favorite TV show and the season finale is tomorrow. All the crap that is revealed today, tonight, in this episode is what's going to be what's going to be heightened. So we're going to see a mix of energy, of money, relationships, unpredictability, possibilities, and doors being open all around today. And then tomorrow, that energy is going to be filtered out, and we're going to be finding out, what do we need to release? What do we need to accept? And what do we need to manifest and bring a little bit forward into our lives at this time, right? So very cool with that. All right, I'm going to open this up, the chat a little bit here so you can see me, guys. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Ooh, I'm looking rough this morning, but that's okay. I got my coffee. I hope you got your coffee as well. And let's start getting this ready. We're going to be going through each astrological sign. As soon as the moon turns full, I'm going to start reading this here for you. So just give me a few moments to check on that. So as you can see, the moon's going to be going through all through the houses through the sixth house, all the way through the first house. So irritability is coming through the acts of services of others, through your creative process, through your friends and family, communication, things being lost or misplaced, and of course, drive, the motivation and what drives you. This is the biggest thing that's happening right here. So, how do you respond to the foundations of life? Like, how do you respond to things happening not your way, right? That's the biggest thing. Are you going to get upset? Are you going to repair? Are you going to restructure? That's the biggest thing. Even myself, sometimes this morning, you just got to go with the flow and just say, hey, it's just stuff, right? So let's talk about love when it comes to this. Love life is a little unsettled, right? It could be up, it could be down. But the biggest important part of it is the realization of love, the direction of love, and the feelings of love, and not trying to overreact, right? Trying not to be too much, but that's okay, you know? And you hear the saying, if I'm too much, find less. No, this is the case where you might be doing too much. You might be too much because you're highly sensitive. You're highly triggered by today. So if you have a lover or somebody who comes to you with nothing but support, tell them this can wait till tomorrow. Because if you're not feeling like yourself, it's true. You have all this pent up energy that is building up from the moon, from all these things happening. Go for a walk, play some music, play drums. I love playing drums, by the way. Anybody who wants to just send me anything with drums, please do. Oh, such a good way. But I'm telling you, find an outlet today for this Capricorn moon irritability to do something with it. You will benefit. You'll get an aha moment. You might have a moment of inspiration, or just because you're outside doing something of the norm to make yourself feel better, you might meet somebody. Yeah, that's good love today. Today's another really good positive day. Today, in the nodes of fate, there's an opportunity for you to see past the insecurities, to see past the hypersensitivity, to see what's really going on and be in love and go forward with love. Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. Okay. So going through the evening, and here we are. We're going to be transitioning into the Aquarius. Aquarius moon. Okay. Anybody in Aquarius here? Aquarius moon, sun, moon, and rising. Anybody of you guys of that? You got your coffee too, Yvonne? Awesome. I'm gonna take a sip. I'm drinking. I have to shout out my coffee because I love this stuff. I got this box of Keurig cups, but it's from HEB. Yeah, like the San Antonio blend, the Texas pecan blend, the Houston blend. It's so good. Another thing, shout out, if you are in Texas and you want to gift Moon Girl coffee, please, I'll send you my PO box. Okay. I love this stuff. Okay, so let's talk to you. Let's start with Aries. Let's start with the astrological wheel. Aries, sun, moon, and rising, you are going to be experiencing the Aquarius moon in the 11th house. So other people, social activities, but not feeling so good about it. Okay, let's just talk about it. This is a full moon, so you will be releasing tension. You're probably feeling that things haven't been going your way and you need some like rest and relaxation, some R&R here. So this is a very important time for you, Aries, sun, and rising. You're going to understand how these memories in the past played a role in your life in the future. Not always positive. Okay, let's be honest. How are you remembering it, Aries? Are you embracing it? Or are you lying to yourself? Okay, so this is the moment, Aries sun and Aries rising, where you can embrace your truthful feelings that are coming to the surface, and you can say, bye, I don't want to deal with you anymore. Or you can liberate yourself in some way through the transformational process and come out on top. Okay, so understanding how other people affect your emotions and how other people have been affecting and triggering your past coming to the future. So instead of having a battle, Aries, instead of getting all upset instead of getting really pissed off about some things that you can't control. You can control some things, Aries. There are things that are in front of your control. You have clarity. You know where to go. You have the map. You're just being refusal of the journey. Okay, that's the biggest thing that I'm seeing there with you. Okay, Taurus sun, and Taurus rising. And I'm sorry if I keep saying moon, but when we're looking at the astrological event for a full moon, we want to look at our sun sign and we want to look at our rising sign. And if you have no idea what that means, please go to my website, moongirltarot.com, and click on astrology report so I can make that there for you. Okay, so Taurus sun and Taurus rising, you're going to be experiencing the moon in the 10th house. So this is going to be, yes, about career, but it's going to be very public. So I want you to think about, who do you work with? Okay, who's causing you some dissatisfaction at work? What is the emotions or what is the conflict that needs to be resolved at work? Okay, so remember, this supermoon, this transit is going to last about 2 weeks. So the truthful feelings about your coworkers, the truthful feelings about who's doing what, who's working, who's not working. Okay, you're a nurse sign just like me. You know well as I know, people better be putting their weight in, right? But Pluto is revealing that somebody is probably having a hard time in life. And instead of communicating it to their boss or to you or to somebody else, it's coming off in a very bad way, right? So there's things that you can do here, Taurus. You can acknowledge certain frustrations outside of yourself. And sure, it affects you, it involves you, it has to deal with you. But since you're working with a team, there's so many things to the subconscious that you got to bring out. And you can only control what you do and your feelings. But in the most positive way, you're going to be able to self-express your frustrations in a healthy manner. So if you are at work and you're pulling your own weight, you will have the energy and the safe space to be like, yo, what's up, boss? So-and-so isn't doing their weight and I got vacation coming up. You know what I'm saying? So whatever frustrations are happening with you at work and the people that you deal with, your public life, maybe you co-parent. Maybe you're co-parenting with somebody and there is some frustrations going forward with that. All of a sudden, the communication is not as best. There's certain memories that are happening and they're acting immature. So again, understand the emotional needs of others, but also understand that you have emotional needs. You can express these needs, be kind about it, okay? Because it is going to be a full moon. Everybody's releasing. We're all saying, you're not doing this. I need this. I want to do more of this. And that's okay. But let's just take a deep breath about it and understand, Taurus, what is going on in people's private lives. People's private lives that you are directly linked with, you are going to see but not realize. So show some grace. Okay, let's go to the next sign that we have here. Gemini, Gemini sun and Gemini rising. You're going to be going through the 9th house of the moon here. So Aquarius in the 9th house for you. And this means so much release of expansion. Okay, so misunderstandings. There's a lot of misunderstandings that we're going to be talking about. So what misunderstandings, Gemini, are you going through? Well, you are being revealed certain energy that is going to be happening in other forms. So different occasions. So the truth is starting to collect. The pieces are starting to come forward. Things from the subconscious, from the past are starting to come forward. You're starting to understand your own emotions. However, Gemini, I think that you're stuck in the subconscious. That's the biggest thing. I feel like that you have the energy to set yourself free. You have positive energy. And if anything, you are, Gemini, are going to have positive energy happening. It's embracing letting go of the battle. Embracing the battle. Embracing letting it go. So there's so much truth that is going to be coming forward with this moon. The truth of how you feel. The truth of what you're looking for. The truth of the occasion. And the bigger truth of what you might be assuming of, but not really understanding of. So I see, Gemini, you're going to be going through so much expansion, so many aha moments. What you think you know, you don't know. and you're going to be humbling yourself and getting redirected back to your own emotions. Gemini, you've been sticking your fingers in everybody else's business. Okay, you've been here, you've been there, and I'm sure they're telling you, I'm not saying you're doing it on purpose, but I'm telling you, it is time to pull yourself out of other people's truth, other people's situation. Stop and just come on out, right? Just come on out and just meditate and focus on your own feelings, not how somebody else directed your own feelings, not how somebody else was a part of the group that you were in, but really focus on how you play a role in this bigger picture. Okay, are you helping? Are you hurting? Are you talking about it? Are you on the sidelines? Okay, so I see Gemini, sun, and rising. You see so many things happening. You want to be involved in it too much to where it causes drama. And now you're pulling yourself out of the drama. You're part of the drama. And now you're just focusing on how other people made you feel. Pull yourself back, work on your emotions, and understand your truthful feelings, and keep on going forward because you're manifesting and you need the help of other people and you're getting clarity from certain events and it's all coming forward. So it's good. It's good energy. It's a little unsettled and collective, but it's good energy as long as you have good intentions. Okay. All right. Cancer sun, and Cancer rising, you're going to be going through the 8th house, and this is going to be going through the fourth degree Cancer. So you're going to be dealing with, family, home, the energy of all of that happening, predestined life, and uncomfortability of having some conversations. Okay, so let's talk about that really quickly, Cancer. When we're in the 8th house of Scorpio, we're dealing with death, we're dealing with taxes, we're dealing with other people's money, we're dealing with things, misunderstandings. And so that's what I see here, is that the misunderstandings and the clarity that you're dealing with is coming from your family life. So when it comes to any full moon and it comes to the heated of things, when there's misunderstandings, it's always showing compassion, right? And I know you, Cancer, you're thinking, hopefully they show me compassion in the sight, but there is bigger things coming to the surface. Truthful feelings are coming to the surface about your family and understanding and showcasing compassion through that communication. Another part, Cancer, memories are still going to be playing a huge part of your life. So when you're having these conversations and when you're seeing this truth, when you're embracing this truth, it's going to be a little bit triggering here for you. Know that this will pass, okay? Other people are also dealing with the full moon and they're also dealing with irritable feelings. But of course, we can only be responsible for our own actions and take it and move forward. Okay. So not so bad. As you could see, the full moon Aquarius deals with other people. We're dealing with the emotions and the actions and the consequences of other people that is truly involved with us, that we've accepted in our lives, that we said, hey, this is for us. So Leo sun and Leo rising, your full moon is going to be in the 7th house of relationships, of the Libra energy, okay? Balancing the energy. So you're going to be a little dissatisfied here, Leo. You are upset with how other people are doing things. You want people to do things your way and you don't understand. So I feel like here, Leo, definitely showcase compassion when people are rearranging their plans, when they are rescheduling, or when they're trying to show you that something important is going on with them, right? Leo, sometimes other things happen outside of ourselves in a bigger picture, and that's okay. So Leo, sun and rising, I see that you're okay with the truth. You're fine with the truth. You just don't like it. Right? And part of it makes you feel insecure in certain things. So don't let somebody's situation make you feel insecure what is already happening. So Leo, I feel like you are being affected by other people, second guessing yourself and trying to make some changes in lieu of other people. Again, these changes are temporary. These things are going to pass. This misunderstanding is going to pass very, very soon, probably in about 2 weeks or so. Okay, Virgo sun and Virgo rising. Shout out to my fellow Virgos. We're going to be having this full moon in our home sign in the sixth house. So, with that being said, we're understanding the truths and the service that we provide to other people. Has somebody been misunderstanding our acts of services? Is someone taking advantage of our energy? Pay attention, okay? Especially because compassion, of course, Virgos, we're showcasing compassion, but I feel like somebody is taking advantage of that compassion. I see a direct going from the moon to the sun in Leo in the 9th degree. So there are truths coming out here, but are they white lies? Are they truths? I feel like here, Virgo, that you really are looking in between the lines and you're understanding the bigger picture that is happening between your services to other people. Now, there's a conjunction to Pluto at the 7th degree. So, whoever you are helping, whoever you are servicing, whoever you are working with, there's somebody in your midst that is like taking a little too much, right? Let's be honest, Virgo. They're taking a little too much, and you don't want to pull it back all the way, but you do want to set some boundaries. Set those boundaries firmly, Virgo, and keep going with the truth, keep understanding the truth, and accept the truth. If this person keeps showing that they're using you, if this person keeps showing that they're only calling you for this or only for that, accept thy truth, Virgo. Stop watering dead grass, pull that weed out, and keep on going forward. That's what I would do. Okay, Libra sun and Libra rising. You're going to be going through the 5th house. There's so many demands. So Libra, there's affairs, there's love, there's secrets, and there's the truth that is hidden about passion. So Libra sun and Libra rising, I feel like you want more. You want more, baby. You want more from other people. You want more heat. You want more passion. You want more loyalty, more creativity, more fun. Who knows, Libra? Maybe you really want to have another baby. Maybe you really want to add on to your family. Maybe you're wanting to change your life. I see something so drastic here with Libra, especially at the 8th degree. This is secret. This is something that you're not really telling anybody. You're wondering, what if I leave him? Will I have a better life? What if I leave her? Will I have a better life? What if I decide to do this? So there's so much creative process that's happening here, Libra, because you know that things are unsettled in your life. You know that there's certain spaces in your life that is not happy. And that is okay, Libra. That is fine. Join the rest of the zodiac here. But you can enjoy romance. You can enjoy spending some fun times with people, with children, creating more life, creating more family. I just feel like you're realizing the person that you're with is not really your person. You're looking at them in a different light and you're saying, you ain't shit no more, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's legitimate. So Libra, sun and rising, people in relationships, long-term relationships. Now, this could be a job, Libra. This could be walking up in a business that you loved and coworkers that you loved every single day of your life, and you don't want anything to do with it anymore. This could be a lover. You could be walking home one day, look at a person who just said one thing, and you're just like, I'm so done. So Libra, if you are feeling all out the sorts, if you're feeling change, if you're feeling play, romance, drama, that's Leo energy there for you, and embrace it, because if you don't embrace it, it's going to chase you and it's going to come back even more during Mercury retrograde. So call that person back, take that chance, go for it, live your life. Okay. All right, Scorpio sun, Scorpio rising. Let's talk about your family life and what's coming up from other people. So your family is coming to you and is going to need something, and that's okay, right? Sometimes family comes to us and we need things, and sometimes we're able to provide. So I see this as going to be not so much as a monetary thing, but of course, emotional thing, but it's both. I see this, Scorpio, somebody's going to contact you. I see communication here. I see somebody who you consider family or somebody who consider very, very close to you that you haven't heard from a while reach out to you. So, Scorpio, sun and rising, if you are thinking about a family member or if you're thinking about somebody very close to you and you're literally feeling like you could talk to them, see them, go for it. Call them, reach out, do something together, talk about a past time, talk about the things that you used to do. Or if you're scared, and I understand, or if the energy is just not what it is, and you're so focused on your private life that you don't want to focus on your public life, understand where your emotional needs are. Okay. Write them a letter. Um, Connect to them. Do a psychic tarot card reading, do a spell with me. So I feel like there's so much love here, Scorpio. And I just did a daily tarot card reading on somebody's in love with you, and you came up extremely strong. There's a lot of things happening in your private life now, good private things. Okay. So if you are a single Scorpio, I see people come and they want to date you. They're having better times in their life. They're saying, hey, I see exes coming back, but I also see you, Scorpio, you dealing with people like family, your children, your spouses, your inner relationships, your family members. So I see so many emotional needs that is happening and that's traveling here for you. So be prepared, keep your phone on, keep it off silent. And even if you feel like you are connecting, ESP with somebody, you probably are. You probably are for sure. Okay. We have Sagittarius. Sorry, we just said Scorpio. Sagittarius, sun and rising Sagittarius. So much mutable energy, communication coming from other people as well. And this is the time where this communication has already been said. So sometimes it's hard to say the things we already know, to accept the things that are on the surface. So I see you, Sagittarius, almost irritated. You're not sleeping well. You want to do something with your energy. You're having life happen all over the place. Exercise, run around, scream like a banshee if you don't want to exercise, but you need to do something with this energy other than overreacting or acting rash, because the energy is there, especially with the full moon. People are poking you and triggering your energy. Now, self-control, Sagittarius, is going to be the best thing that you can showcase. Uplifting energy. There's some sad energy that is going to be communication. Now, there's another thing here. Now, Scorpio, I just got done saying Scorpio is going to get good communication, love communication. Your communication is going to be a little different. Everybody seems to be dumping their problems on you, which is normally okay because you are an awesome friend and you accept this kind of energy. But I think that you accepted it too much to now you're backing up in the wall, you're backing up in the corner, and you're like, oh my gosh, I need energy for myself. I need to play a role in my own emotions. And I feel like you're going to benefit from just taking care of yourself. Sure, you're wonderful. You take great care of your friends, Sagittarius. Of course you do. But I feel like that energy has burnt you out a little bit. Take care of yourself. Avoid any kind of negative energy. Avoid any kind of negative rants or talks at your friends. Just tell them, say, I hear you, I appreciate you. Unfortunately, I can't talk to you today. Or however people say that. How do you let's hear it in the chat. How do you politely say, I am drained out from the energy. I love you and I'll talk to you tomorrow, right? Yeah, full moons get me too. Full moons for sure. There's so much of that energy that can be draining, and I could see that here for you guys. Like that's a lot. That's a lot. So, let's take a look and see what else we have. Sagittarius, Capricorn. Capricorn, we started talking to you, Capricorn, this energy. Let's see what we have. So, second house at the 12th degree, very huge spiritual, huge spiritual. So, tonight, Capricorn, I mean, you're going to feel like everything is about you right now, right? We're talking about the hypersensitivity. We're talking about the emotions, the financial energy, things at work that are going out, all of that stuff. So, Capricorn, you're going to be experiencing actual tangible things that you gain and things that you lose. So, if you feel like you're getting on rocky waters or rocky ground, take a break. Show some restraint, right? This is the biggest thing. Be patient, okay? So, we've talked about how Capricorn energy is going to be revealed so many things. The service to other people, and of course, the public at work, and all of this emotional energy just building up, building up, building up, building up, building up, and then you pop. So, you're going to have the opportunity to do something with this. So, use it in a good way. Understand that you are under the influence of the transit and you can influence other people. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. That is totally okay. Now, this Aquarius full moon is the moon, humanitarian moon. It's a beautiful moon, but it is. We are having to deal with other people. It's not just about ourselves. It's not just about releasing the energy and yada yada. No, there's so many attachments, and the attachments, Capricorn, is what you're dealing with. What are you attached to, Capricorn? What's holding you back? Literally, there's something. Is it a house? Is it a relationship? What are you giving so much weight to that you're saying, I can't be happy, I can't move on? There's something that you can lose that you'll be fine to gain and be happy with. Figure out what that is for you or find out in a psychic reading. Okay, Aquarius, here we are to you. Aquarius, sun and rising. You are going to be in the first house, of course, the first house of thyself, the first house of Aries. And it is going to be at a very important degree. So much of understanding the tensions and understanding the feelings will pass, and understanding that maybe, Aquarius, you have not been taking good care of yourself. That is the truth of that. There's a lot of energy that we're discovering from these signs at the end of summer that people are like, oh my gosh, have I been drinking too much? Have I been doing this too much? Have I been staying out late too much? Too much. Okay. So you're feeling that energy starting to come back down again, and you're starting to show some restraint. The biggest thing that you can benefit, Aquarius, from this moon is meditating, releasing irritated feelings, releasing anything that's disturbing you, any intrusive thoughts, anything that's happening at a short period amount of time, mundane stuff about work, stuff about things you can't control. Write it all down. Burn it up. Do it something safety, or just toss it in the trash, but you have to get it out. There's something that's bothering you. There's something that you want to change. You want to change yourself. I see that you want to change your personal self, your health, your energy, your job, your approach. It's serious. And I also see that you want to change your relationships. Single Aquariuses, you don't want to be single anymore, but you also realize the energy that you're feeling, you can't provide that with anybody else. And Aquarius who are coupled, you are feeling the pressure of that relationship and you're holding on to it when really you should be letting go. So there are a lot of transformational things happening. So Aquarius, instead of making it somebody else's problem, work on it, tackle it, and everything will help you and set the truth shall set you free. Okay, last but not least, Pisces. Pisces sun, Pisces rising, you're going to be in the 12th house, something that you're very comfortable in. But of course, you're going to be going through the changes and conflict from other people. We're all dealing with it. Try not to overreact, Pisces. Okay. And Pisces sun and Pisces rising, you got a 15th degree. So there are some things that you want to say. There are some things building up that you feel like, I want to say it. There's something that makes you want to be rash. There's something that makes you just jump forward. There's something that you're worried about. And there's also something that you're not letting go of. And it is the spiritual self, of the attachment of the role that you play in other people's lives. Pisces, sometimes people move on and sometimes people resurface back. And you are in between waiting for either one to happen. Pisces, life is happening now. Okay? Live your life now. Go in the influence of direction. So the biggest thing that I can see that can help you here, Pisces, because you are going to have a full moon. Why is this? Why is that? Why not me? You know, I feel like this spiritual sense that you're going to be almost dumping on yourself. And I don't want you to dump this on yourself. I want you to understand, okay, everything happens for a reason. And the reason may be I, like you, Pisces, probably had an effect into it. You have to understand your own consequences, Pisces, in the matter of other people. Bingo, that's the biggest thing. And once you have that spiritual connection and the role that you play in other people's lives, the karma that you play in other people's lives, then you're going to understand and feel better. Okay. And you're going to get better karma from other people moving on and moving forward. Well, isn't that interesting? It's such a big, heavy packed full moon. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Did you guys have any questions about the full moon in Aquarius? Is anybody here an Aquarius? I'm kind of curious to see who we got here in the room. So dreams, let's talk about dreams really quickly. Dreams are going to be super and heightened, very close to manifestation, especially so when we lead up to the Lion's Gate. So let's talk about that right now. This is a weekly astrology and we're building up. So the full moon is going to take the biggest hunk of the energy moving here forward. As you can see, all the way through Wednesday. So we have the full moon lasting. It goes through all of the cycles. It goes through all of the degrees, all the way through the 29th degree, back on again. So Wednesday evening, the moon is going to transition into Pisces at the first house. So after we've released this energy, after we found clarity, after we advised communications, basically we communicated, we went through misunderstandings, we're going to find more compassion. Okay. So better energy is going to be happening coming up towards Wednesday. And things will be moving forward. The things that you released, the things that you talked about, the things that you brought here forward, you're going to listen and watch for the signs to follow. So there is going to be a direction, a path here coming here forward. So listen and follow your heart, especially from now all the way through the energy. Release what you need to release, especially the attachments to other people, the emotions to other people. Literally, let go of it. It doesn't service you anymore, and accept the abundance of what's really happening. So we have this trine to the south node in the 2nd degree, and this is where the Lion's Gate energy is starting to build up. In order to manifest this grand scheme of things, and I'm telling you, I was manifesting. I was on the Lion's Gate portal last year in the East Coast. I was at the Appalachian Mountains manifesting my future that I have right now. And by all means, whoa, was it big. So if you're looking for a soulmate connection, if you're looking to change the course of your life in a positive direction, in abundant direction, this is going to be the one for you. This is going to be the one for you. And I am going to be casting sessions up for August 1st for tomorrow and for August 8th for the Lion Gate. So make sure that you're following for that. So many positivity that's going to be happening this week, following the signs and the true energy of what we really want to manifest. And we're going to be manifesting and writing things down and working what we want to build. And you're going to be seeing so many videos about the Lion Gate, understanding the Lion's Gate, understanding what it takes to really put yourself in manifestations. And how to do this, my friends, how to build up towards the Lion Gate is releasing. Release what doesn't service you. Release people. Release old jobs. Release old habits, okay? Dive deep into your healing. Dive deep into your awareness. Dive deep in how the role that you play in your own suffering, in your own love, and of course, everything that you want to achieve. It's a lot. Write it down and definitely seek spiritual help. I can help you there at moongirltarot.com. So we're going to be going through this energy throughout the week. It's pretty big. So we're going to be dealing with the Capricorn energy throughout till this evening. The full moon in Aquarius. We're going to be traveling through Pisces energy, understanding the spiritual self and what is need to be met to manifest for this Lionsgate energy. Now, going through the weekend, okay, let's take a look here. As you can see, we're still in this Pisces moon energy. It is going to feel like a long week. But then we come up a little bit closer to the Aries moon that Friday. And that is where that drive and direction is going to take place. Well, we're going to be focusing on financial matters. It's going to be in the second house. Again, everything is leading back to money. Everything's leading back to tangible things. Everything's leading back to possessions, comforting things that make you feel good and the things that you want to achieve in life. Okay. And it's going to be in excess of dreams. It's going to be art. It's going to be nature. It's going to be love. It's going to be anything that you can imagine, my friends. Okay. This is beautiful. The Lionsgate, some serious stuff. If you're a client of mine and you've been with me before, all of my clients spellcast with me in August, always working with me through August 1st through August 10th. That's the biggest time that we want to be working on some stuff, because you're going to see so many positive changes of the combinations of what you're doing and what you want to see done. And it's all going to be linked with accepting the truth of your emotions. Express your sadness, express your anger, express your happiness, express your joy, but you have to move forward. Okay? You have to move forward. That's all you have to do. And trust me, I know that's going to be tough, but you have to honor those feelings. And if you need help honoring these feelings, if you need a spiritual guidance, if you want someone to help partake with you in this journey, then that's where you want to go, moongirltarot.com. So guys, I will come back later next week and we'll talk more about the Lionsgate on the next weekly astrology. I'll be coming up because it'll be on that weekend. As of right now, if you guys have any questions for me about what I talked about, please drop down something below. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. I'm gonna check the chat, look at everything. So if you'd like to book a session, you can. There's my website, moongirltarot.com, where you can go. If you want to email me, some people love to email me. If you tell me how you like the show, great. Follow me on Instagram. I post daily videos. I'm always posting funny stuff on there and things that are happening in the moon, in the transit. And of course, here's all my links, all the stuff that you could find me here with. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you for donating to this channel. Thank you for helping this keep going so much. All right. Yeah. Hi, everybody. I see you guys. I see you here. Thank you so much for joining me. Did you guys have any questions, comments, concerns? I love it. Did you enjoy the show? Please let me know here. I'm reading this here. Thank you. Cool. Checking on this. I got so many live streams going on. Thank you for being here with me this morning. And if you just joined me now, that's okay, because there will be a replay and I'll replay it. And of course, timestamp all of that good stuff there for you. All right, my friends, I hope you have a wonderful day. I will